Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today we mail it in on December 12th. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host Steve Akeley, along with our special guests Kathy Cool, Katie Joyce, and Tim Swyatt.
Hey gang, what's up?
Hey guys.
Did you all hear her say Swyatt weird?
Does she say it's Swyatt?
Swyatt.
That's a whole thing with the audience. Yeah, they say.
Welcome to our last show of the night.
Swyatt. Yeah. So that's a whole McNewism. It's a McNewism. We're working on a book of McNewism, so that's just one of many.
Oh my God.
My teeth doesn't like ice cream, is what I hear.
Doesn't like ice cream.
I have that written down. My teeth doesn't like ice cream.
It's like number
McNew,
5.
can you say my teeth doesn't like ice cream? This is McNew, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
The whole sentence.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, here we go. New bumper coming. Here we go.
My teeth doesn't like ice cream. This is McNew, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
That's a pro. That's a pro right there.
Nailed it.
Take McNew. Yeah.
Hold it together.
My teeth doesn't like ice cream.
You guys do
Oh my God!
I mean, McNew loves ice cream, but her teeth doesn't. I mean, I need a bunch of ice cream, but my teeth doesn't like it.
I mean, really, that was really well delivered.
Oh,
It
yeah.
really was. Like, I am impressed with the professionality. That's what I'm calling it.
Yeah, the professionality. There you go. There you go.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That'll be played. Yeah, we'll be using that. That's
So proud.
yeah. All right, McNew, you said there's something you wanted to talk about. What is that?
Yeah, so as a 90s kid, I grew up with like
Hammer time.
No, but like
Yes, he was in the 90s.
It's going to be about Christmas movies. So we had VHSs and then like later DVDs, right? But my mom kept our Christmas movies away from the regular movies. Like she would pack them up every season and like tuck them away with Christmas things. And one that was weird that she would put in there was Friday After Next, which is not inherently a Christmas movie, but it was Christmas themed. So I wanted to know, what's the weirdest thing your parents thought was a Christmas movie? Because Friday After Next was they had a Christmas party and talked about the Grinch. So that was one of our Christmas movies growing up.
I don't think any of us have a story we can relate to this. I don't remember my parents having any movie like that's a Christmas movie.
I'm feeling like I had a deprived childhood right now. Like, we had Christmas like music CDs put away. Like you'd pull out the Christmas albums, like the CDs in my age.
Normal.
We had some cassette tapes still, but I don't think we had any movies that when it was like they would just stay on the shelf and we just chose not to watch them until it was Christmas time. So like I feel like McNew is accidentally telling us all about her privilege right now growing up.
Or just her youth.
privilege.
Like,
Right.
I just had to wait until they came on TV. Like, my parents would say, okay, tonight is Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Yeah.
7:00.
Didn't-
Right
I
after
don't
Wheel of
wasn't
Fortune.
available
any of
all
those.
the
Like we
time.
didn't own A Christmas Story or Charlie Brown Christmas or any
Oh,
of that. Like we just had to watch it on TV.
Right.
No.
We had them. She had every. We had like Charlie Brown and the Grinch.
Well, we didn't have any of
No.
that. That wasn't even available.
VHS.
No, you had
No,
to
you
rely
had
on
to
the
know
movie.
when it was. You had to open up the TV guide. So McNew, they used to have this book that would be mailed to your house every week. It was called the TV guide.
I know. My dad used to get one, and it would sit on like the arm of his chair all the time. We had one. I don't know how it worked, but I knew it.
I don't know how it worked.
I don't know.
I could work it.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Well,
who
let's
knows how it
clarify,
works?
McNew. You had the actual VHS tape that was purchased,
Yeah.
or did you have the generic VHS tape that you had to rush to record and hit it right?
So there was
You
a
got the ruler
there
if you didn't get it
mix
timed right.
both. So we had a lot of the bought ones, but the Grinch, I remember like the cartoon Grinch was like a bootleg, like recorded off TBS. And you remember when he'd go over the mountain in his sleigh, it would immediately go to a commercial. And that
Yes.
commercial was like the same like Kmart toy commercial for like 15 years. And for
Right.
the longest time, I'd be like, Mom, I want that toy. And she'd be like, no, that's from 3 years ago. We can't get that anymore. And I did not
Awesome.
understand for the longest time. It was, we had a mixture of both kinds.
Both kinds. Okay. Yeah.
After a while, it was like VHS roulette when Dad would start recording all the family videos on. You didn't know what was on there because it would be mislabeled with
Yeah.
Right.
Dad's private collection or boner.
His
jams.
private collection. Oh, nice. This explains a lot with Wyatt. So there we go. Was your father involved in any of your Christmas story? Because like my dad, he never watched 1 minute of any Christmas special, anything like that. My dad, now when I had a daughter, he'd be watching like Rudolph and shit. I mean, what the fuck? You never watched this with me. You never
No.
sat on the
They're
couch and
different,
watching.
man.
He's out there. He's making popcorn. And he's like, oh, we're watching Rudolph tonight. I'm like, you never. This is new to you too, right? Yeah, because you've never seen
But
this shit.
was it Nutella popcorn?
No.
No.
Cover the
Good question.
Danny's kids would have that. Yeah. So, huh.
My dad liked some sad shit. He liked A Wonderful Life, which you do not want to watch when you're a kid. Like that was his thing. But he was into Rudolph and Frosty. He would
Okay. Your
watch
dad
like,
at least watched those. My
well,
dad
if-
wouldn't.
if
My
they
dad wouldn't watch
on,
any.
like like if they were on TV, he'd watch them. If we're just like a random Saturday and we wanted to watch it, he was absolutely not watching the tapes with us. But if it was the special on TV, he was all in. I don't know why it made a
Really?
difference, but it did.
My mom would sit there with us and watch that, but my dad, he was doing
No,
something else.
right.
Come on.
There was a
Okay.
0% chance my dad would watch that with us. Like
It's just
there
not
was
happening.
like if there was a Christmas WWE episode, we
Right.
could watch
Uh-huh.
that together.
My dad would watch Christmas baseball, Christmas
Yeah, or if there was
Christmas
Christmas
golf.
golf. If there
Any
was a Christmas
sport.
golf tournament, we would watch that. But
Right.
outside of that, there was no freaking chance that Dad was watching us with that
Yeah.
with us.
How about you, Wyatt? Would your dad get involved in
No,
Christmas?
So it was. We had an interesting childhood because my mom was a nurse in ICU and she always worked, 12, 15-hour shifts, but she would work the weekends. So like Saturday and Sunday was Yaha time. So we would, help out around the house, and then it was movie time. So my dad would sit and make popcorn, make us food that was terrible for us, and sit and watch us just like a kid too as well. So we'd be watching Rudolph, all that stuff. Or our favorite was Aliens, and it didn't matter what time of the year it was. We'd watch Sigourney Weaver beat the shit out of aliens all the
Wow.
time.
Yeah.
Who
Sigourney
wouldn't?
Weaver back in the day.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
That was awesome.
And get away from her, you bitch. I love that line. It's great. He would sit down and watch, make the popcorn, do the whole thing with us, and then we'd have rubber band fights, and then have to explain to our mother why there's rubber bands all behind the couch and around all the place, and have to lie on his behalf and say it was my brother.
Make him take the fall. Okay.
Exactly. Middle child, you always got screwed. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Tim.
Got a bottle of Blonde Brothers Distilling bourbon whiskey out of Galena, Illinois.
Okay.
How
We
did we
didn't hear
hear
anything
We-
because
Right.
Eddie
but
didn't
not the pop?
participate.
We heard the
Yes.
and then
There's nothing
nothing on the pop. Like, How do you do this? I am so confused.
When he is on his computer in his office, not using the microphone, we heard every pop.
Yeah, he had good pop. He was Spanish.
Yeah,
too.
what is the deal
Never
with that?
witnessed this.
Just disconnect the
We're getting rid
microphone.
of this thing.
I've even been on a
Go
podcast
right
with
to
him
the
before where he
basic,
disconnected the microphone and we still couldn't hear it.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either. All right. KK, you're next. What do you got?
Okay, so this is my bottle of Jimmy Russell's 70th anniversary. The
Getting
last
low.
time we podcasted, it was here.
Uh-oh.
This was my Thanksgiving Day bottle.
Oh,
So I took care of that much during Thanksgiving. I don't expect a lot, but I might. I'll probably finish this during the show.
Okay. Basie, that's our lead right now. That's our lead. I'll go next.
Well,
I've got
that's because I'm going after Swiat.
That's true. That's true. Leopold Brothers 8, finished in 3-chamber rye barrels. Let's see what we got here. Kathy and I are tied. We're tied.
This
Our
is
last-
Kathy, that is a pour.
sure.
Holy shit.
Now I understand the whole December thing. I get it now.
She's gonna kick off December
Like
right
that is
now.
a full glass of iced tea
This
right
is
there.
my last
That
show
looks
pour.
She has in her hand. Like that's
Oh
a
my
huge
God.
glass.
That's
It is
a
full.
beer glass full of.
Yes. She has a pint of whiskey right now
Right.
that she is about to down during the show.
A whiskey drink, a lager drink.
Cider drink. Sing the songs that remind him of the good times. Sing the songs that remind him of the best times.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Daddy.
All right, McNew, you're next. What do you got? Kathy and I are tied for the lead right now.
I don't know if this will be a last show pour, but it's gonna be close. I have a Knob Creek 9.
Okay. No, Kathy and I, as bad as ours were, have you beat. So, Katie, you're last but not least. What do you got?
I have Boxing Bear, the group that shall not be discussed due to Rule 1.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, thank
There you
God.
go.
There it
Solid.
is.
Yes. Yeah. She was solid there. So.
You got a
Cheers,
good last
Katie.
show pour
Do it.
too, Steve.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, cheers.
Goodness, you guys.
You got a wheat Glencairn.
It's a we, yeah, versus Kathy's, which is a beer
pint.
goblet. So
I was drunk like 2 shows ago. How are you guys filling it up?
yeah, well,
I got this glass at Maker's Mark on my tour. Isn't it? I don't know
That,
what it's
that
called.
whiskey pint glass you have in your hand?
I don't know what it's called, but it's
that
really
looks
good.
really big. That's supposed to be a whiskey glass.
Very, very big.
It feels good in your hand.
That
You
looks
gotta
very
have
There's a
large for a
joke there
whiskey.
like
somewhere.
Darren.
But
That's a weird
That is
looking.
I'm
not
trying to
small
show
hand
you the
approved. That is
shape.
large hand approved.
we need you to report back on how many ounces that holds.
Yeah, that does look like a lot. I don't know.
Because like
That's gotta be at least 6, right?
Well, a
because
regular
my
Glen's
hand goes
6.
fully around my Glencairn most like or my 2 glass here. But like that is a
Well,
big
I have
glass. you've
small
got there.
hands, and this is my glass in my
Wait,
hand.
turn it so we can see the finger
Mhm.
gap. No, that's huge glass. Yeah.
That's
yeah, that's a big glass. Big glass.
Thank
All right,
you,
well,
listeners, for
Thank you,
listening
listener.
to
Yeah,
that.
you enjoy that. You enjoy it. It's all visual presentation.
Fantastic podcasting.
Yeah,
For all of our listeners out there today, just know you have a huge glass.
yeah.
doing
Kathy has a huge glass. It looks like a beer glass to me. So we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're still going to be mailing in for 12/12 Day. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
My teeth doesn't like ice cream. This is McNew, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
That's a pro. That's a pro right there. Take McNew.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we are mailing it in on 12/12 day.
Yes, we are. Just 13 days from the big event, the big happening, the big party, the big showdown. Are you guys ready? You think you're ready for this?
Oh, I'm so ready.
Okay.
It's so easy for me to be ready.
Is it?
I love this.
I buy more gifts for staff members than I do family members.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even have staff anymore, and I just said same.
I'm ready to go too. This could happen tomorrow, and yes, let's get this party started. I'm ready.
So
yes.
I know it's before Christmas, but do you get Darren a present?
Good.
Yes, a bonus.
Oh, nice.
Christmas bonus.
Does Darren get you a present?
No, but I wouldn't expect
he should,
that.
though.
No.
We'll have to talk to Darren. We'll discuss this with Darren.
I don't know. I'm an awkward person to give a gift to. So.
I feel like he gets a pass because he's like, what, 20 something? Like
25, yeah.
He's like a 25-year-old dude. He's just like,
learning.
And why would I buy you a present? And even her, if he had one, he'd be like, why would I buy you a present? They don't know. They just don't know. It's okay.
Well,
we're not going to expect things of him.
No, we don't expect it. So let's not start that tradition.
So then, since it's not happening, let's discuss this hypothetical. Steve, what is the ideal present that you could receive from Darren?
I don't know.
Really, you have to think about this.
Yeah.
Huh.
What's something that Darren could do? Even like an act like, hey.
Oh, God.
That sounded too much like
she's down.
Well,
other things.
he could, here's would be a good gift. He could vow to take his vacation time next year. So I just want to make sure the guy's never going to leave. I mean, I need him there.
There you go.
That's
a great answer.
Yeah.
So did he not take all his vacation time?
He didn't take any time this year, and I told him the last week of the year, I'm just going to work by myself, and that's will be a good week for you to spend with your family. It's Christmas week. Take that week off. So I'm going to be at the shop by myself that week, and that's fine because I need the kid to take some time off. That's the first time he's ever had off since he's worked there.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him.
Want to take time.
But you know what? This was a difficult year where the shop was...
You had unexpected things happen.
Yeah.
The loss of Jim made it difficult for the shop to stay open.
Right. Yeah.
And
we're open 7 days a week with 2 people, so it is a challenge.
You know, in his defense too, as well, on that for not the vacation time. I think that's how he feels. He's not on vacation. He knows he's working, but you've created such an environment that's like a home for him, and it's doing something different doesn't meet the need, but he doesn't understand too that when you work hard, you got to play hard too with some other things to keep yourself balanced, or the little things start annoying you, which then become bigger things, which then becomes problems.
I think
And knowing his love for trees, I will just say right now there is not a single real tree inside the barrel shop.
Correct. He's never going to find the limousine oak in Cleveland, Ohio. If he doesn't go and visit.
No.
You know.
True.
I think it's hard in this industry as well, though, because whiskey is the area where many of us go to escape our our work.
True.
That is our choice in how to relax. And so being in an industry like that makes it difficult. I think that your work is also your passion. And so I can absolutely see, even at his level, how it's difficult to take time off.
Right. Well, yeah.
But he's got to do it.
He's dedicated. He's got to do it. Right.
He's got to do it.
He's got to do it. He's got to take his time off. That's just part of the deal. And he doesn't need to feel bad about taking it. It's his time to take off.
So we need to get Darren a girlfriend, is what I'm hearing. So
no, we don't need that. That could ruin the whole thing. Yes, we're good with where we're at on that. That's where it gets ruined. Next thing you know, he's never there.
He's going to need every Friday off for date night and not be good for Steve. We can't do that.
And if you be told you can't be going to that shop as much, well, that's my job, honey. That's where I work. I have to be at the bar.
I gotta be there.
Organic weekend away. Well, I need you to work. We can't do that. It's just him having a girlfriend's gonna mess up everything for Steve.
Right.
Have that.
And let's just, this isn't about Darren, but let's just talk about how Amy has stepped up. The warden is
big
the
time.
unofficial third employee.
Huge.
Always there.
She is. So
what are you getting her for Christmas?
I don't know. She famously, was never against the ABV Barrel Shop. I want to be she's very supportive always. But she was also like, that's your thing, that's not my thing, don't get me involved. I just don't need to be involved. And then
doesn't want to.
Right. And then when we would get busy, a Jackie's ICANN event, we would need another person, 4 people. So we'd be like, if you could run the register, that would help out. And she would do that. And that's all she did. Didn't want to help with the finance and the account, though she's an accountant by trade. She didn't want to have anything to do with her accounting. Yeah. With the passing of Jim and him being responsible for that, she does all of her accounting and all that now, deals with all of her tax stuff now, deals with, helps out at the store all the time. Tomorrow she'll be working with me, because Darren's off tomorrow by chance. She's definitely stepped up. She's working there a lot more. She already has a full-time job, as we know. And she's doing that. So. Yeah. And if there's ever any bugs in the store, that's her responsibility. That's her department. She's
kill the bugs.
She's in charge of bugs. So yes, she's in charge of any sort of the fruit flies are always a problem. Any sort of business you have, and so she handles all fruit flies. If you ever see one in there, that's her fault. Be sure to point that out. So.
You need to be putting BioClean in your drains then.
Yeah.
BioClean will take care of that right away.
So they have whiskey bottles that have open tops. Well. Pour spouts.
Right. Yeah.
That's just going to bring fruit flies.
Yeah. They just like to exist in that area.
They don't like that whiskey, but the sweet stuff, we always have the capped ones on it. So because they will get in there. So any sort of liqueur or anything like that, you can't have the traditional pour spouts. They're not typically going to go in the whiskey because that's a death sentence for them, of course. Well,
let's think. How many brain cells does a fruit fly have?
A lot, yeah.
Really?
No.
More than this orange cat.
There you go.
Artist, but fruit flies are where do they even come from? Because
I don't know.
Out of the drains.
Fun.
They come out of the drains.
Where do they? But how do they get in there in the first place? I don't.
Other fruit flies.
Why are they here? Because I get them every August. This house gets them, and I'm like, my house is
stuff down the garbage disposal, and it's all stuck in the main line, and it's not fully flushed. And when you have food stuff like that, then that's where the larvae live, and there you go.
Yeah, the larvae. That's the larvae is what gets you. The larvae.
Those fucking larvae.
Always the larvae.
Larvae. Just living down in drain pipes.
Yep.
That's right. Mm-hmm. So getting back to the original question, what would be the ideal gift for Steve? Steve, you said
was there a question?
Yeah.
We get back from larvae.
Larvae would
as
be
a grown man, if I want to get myself something, I'm going to go out to the store and go buy it. I don't need
Yeah, me
somebody to
too.
get it for me.
Right?
But I
Even
want
as a
what I
grown
want.
woman, this happens.
Yeah. So Tim, this is a good point because I feel this more like the last 4 years where I'm like, what? I don't have kids. So I'm like, what the hell is the point of Christmas? Why am I spending thousands of dollars on gifts for people when I could just like spend that money and take a trip? Because if I don't, my mom's always like, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, nothing. I buy everything I want. I have no wants. And she gets so mad because I don't have a want for her. And I'm just kind of like, I would like to just take a trip this week. And I feel so
why don't you
about
include her and say, instead of a gift, no trips, I would like to go to lunch with you or dinner with you, Mom, and go to a show. My sister and I did this one year, and I bought her, I got a Groupon for a massage.
Oh
man, I forgot Groupons even exist.
Include a sugar scrub?
Well, this is a good story. So my sister was 5 years older than me.
Oh my God.
And we went out for sushi, and then we went to this massage that I got on Groupon.
She continues.
I'm going to just keep talking. And it was a sports therapy place. So she went into her place, and I went into mine. And it's these like dudes who.
well, sure.
Yeah,
Of course.
dudes.
Yeah, strip down.
Yep.
And then, so I'm thinking, okay, fine. So I'm getting the massage. And then at one point he says, would you like me to rub your tummy?
Come on now.
We all know what that's code for.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And then Kathy said, yes, Daddy.
Oh.
And I said,
Rub your tummy.
and I'm like, why would you rub my tummy? And he's like, it's good for digestion.
Sure, yeah. That's what
And I
say.
said, no, thank you.
How about your breasts?
Can you imagine you're middle into getting your tummy rubbed and you squeak one out? You're just starting to get really relaxed. And you're like, oh,
The good news
I'm
is
sorry.
this place is not open anymore.
Well, sure.
And now when you ask those kind of questions.
So we finish up, and I'm walking out to the car with my sister, and I was like, so for $10, he gave me a happy ending. How about you? And she was just shocked and appalled. She's like, what? I'm like, what? You didn't get the happy ending?
You didn't get the offer?
You really told your sister that for $10 you purchased a happy ending.
Yeah.
Right.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't I? I mean, I actually got the offer for free.
Right. Of course.
Yeah.
But you would have tipped $10.
Would you like me to rub your tummy?
I definitely, I if it was a good happy ending, I would have tipped more than $10. But
Did he say tummy? Did he say tummy?
he said tummy.
Oh my God. That's creepy.
That's a little much.
Indeed creepy.
So my advice to our listeners is
Get your
don't
tummy
buy
rubbed?
massages on Groupon.
Does anyone? Here's another question. Does anyone want a massage from a man? Is that really a thing?
Oh no.
I have had some very nice massages from men.
I actually have a
I don't
weird
care
thought
about either
for
gender.
you from
No.
a shady place. If you guys want to hear it.
Go. What do you got?
So it was like Labor Day weekend this year. My neighbor from the backyard, like in her 50s.
He gave you a massage.
No,
Pull up
she
the table.
one day, like she's stressed out. Her husband just had a stroke, and I've been being like super nice, like taking them dinner, like picking up groceries, whatever they need. I'm like, let me help you. So she calls me like Labor Day weekend, and she's like, hey, I want to go get a massage. Do you want to go with me? And those aren't normally things I like. I don't like random people touching me like
Your
that.
tummy?
I think
Oh
it's
God,
weird.
it's so
Don't-
good.
Oh, I don't enjoy it. Like I don't.
Oh, I like it.
And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, because I'm just like trying to be nice and like spend a day with her. She's
Sure.
like, okay, I booked us here. And she's like, I'll come get you. And I was like, okay. and I assumed we would be in separate rooms.
She got you a couples massage in the same room.
Oh my God.
Same room. So I am like half naked with my neighbor that I'm very we're not close friends, but I'm now
Neighbors.
You were doing some nice things because she's in a tough situation, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's so weird and it's so awkward, and the people.
She got a pretty rockin' bod though, so you were like okay with it?
No, not
No.
How low was the towel?
like very much eyes closed, and it was so aggressive and weird. Like it was not enjoyable. The person that did mine left bruises all over me, and I'm like, this was not fun. And she's like, do you want to go again next week? And I was like, I'll let you know.
I'll
I'll
let you know.
you know.
I was
So
God.
she ordered deep tissue and
Yeah.
you didn't know.
Yeah.
I was fine with that, but it was just so aggressive and weird, and I was just like, it was not enjoyable, no part of it. And then I was just like, I thought we'd be in separate rooms, and I'm all like, nope, boobs out with my neighbor that we just have.
Whoa, hey now.
So of the people on the Zoom
Oh God.
who've had massages, do you go nudie?
Always. Why would
Go-
you not?
You don't go nudie?
Of course I do. Why would you keep clothes on? That just gets in the way.
Well, a lot of people wear underpants.
Yeah.
No, fuck that.
Yeah. Okay, so we're all
I don't
nudies.
trust they disinfect those things. I've only had one massage in my life, and it was a work event.
Please
The
tell
hell?
me the air massage and you were fully clothed.
The gift from my boss was she took our team down to the a resort in Palm Beach, which was beautiful.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I get the call from her. She's like, Tim, I'm filling out the request for massages. Would you prefer a man or a woman for your masseuse? Or do you not care? And I'm like, how do I navigate this question?
Oh,
and I'm like,
it's
well,
easy.
never mind. Either one is fine.
Oh God.
What'd you get?
And I was like, I rolled the dice. I'm sitting there for like 3 weeks wondering, what did I just do? What am I getting into? This is a work event. I'm the only dude on this team, by the way. So it was a whole
that's
thing.
different.
So you did have the confidence to say you wanted a woman.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
like,
would say I want a woman.
have
That would be
hard time
simple.
saying, I'm gonna play this one down the middle of the fairway and say I'm indifferent to either one. Whatever's available is fine. And it didn't matter. I still fell asleep, which was amazing. I don't even remember it. It was just I was
Really?
out like a light.
God.
And I'm
You
like,
were
I feel so
drunk.
bad.
Tummy massage?
floor.
Did you get her tummy
Yeah,
massage?
did they ask you if you wanted your tummy?
No, but
Tummy
she
to rub
asked
your
me if I
tummy?
wanted to go full nude, which I said no because I worry about poop particles on everywhere I go.
Oh my God.
So,
Fuck.
Steve, that's your fault.
glad you caught that, Kathy. Yes, it
I
is Steve's fault.
know.
Yeah.
I used to sleep in the nude, do everything in the nude, and now
It's poop
I
particles.
don't because of poop particles.
Right. Yeah. You don't need that. You don't want
But
that.
you get your massages in the nude, Steve.
Well, why not? Yeah, right.
Well, you're not
Well, there's
worried
a-
about poop particles?
Well, no, because I'm awake and coherent, right?
So has anyone had to have a fart during the massage?
No.
No.
I've held it in, yeah.
Really?
I'm sure I let it loose. I didn't know because I was already asleep.
So I would know. He's fucking passed out, asleep. I have you had it where like you're on your and like you start to relax so much and you start to like drool and then you wake up, you're like
Oh, I was snoring for sure. Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
So I had a masseuse
I'm
once
like,
tell me she's like, if you drool, I take that as a compliment. I'm like, I'm not sure how I take
Really?
that statement.
I
Thank you.
take that as a disgusting
Oh.
part of human life.
I'm like, I would rather not, but thank you.
Have you read my book, Tummy Sticks?
Oh my God.
So, McNew, for your question,
let's get back to
Kathy
McNew
was
and her
trying to say
massage.
was, if your mom's asking you for what do you want for Christmas, and you want to go take a trip, say, listen, I'm booking a trip. I would probably use this airline. If you are so inclined, maybe a gift card for that airline, so it'll help pay for my airfare. That would be nice.
That's a good answer. That actually, I didn't think of that. She would be on board for that. Because like
That's where Kathy was going with this. Yes.
that's
I'm sure I had a direction.
these are good answers. Because yeah, I just kind of just like I'm at a point where I'm just like, what's the point? I don't enjoy this. This isn't fun for me. I'd rather just like not be here. So she's gonna be offended, but it's gonna be all right.
Okay,
That's a
so I have
generational
another-
thing, though.
I have another massage story.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I have a friend, a female friend, and we wanted to go to Sonoma and spend 4 days in Sonoma.
Sure.
And
Lots of massaging going on there.
So I
Lots of spas. There's
feel
a lot
like
of spas
if
there.
you go on a vacation, you should find a spa and get a massage.
Sure.
So
I
I
agree
look
with
in
you.
Sonoma, and they have a place where you can get in the hot springs and
Yeah.
get a mud bath
Okay.
Sure.
and a
Okay.
massage.
And
Okay.
massage. Sensual massage.
Right. No, but it wasn't because everyone in Sonoma who was at the spa was 80 or
Sure. They're
older,
old.
except
They're
for
old.
us, because there's sulfur springs.
You're
So we're
vibrant.
sitting in the
You're
sulfur
vigorous.
springs with the old people.
Uh-huh.
Helping your joints.
Hello, old
Then we
people.
go to get the mud bath,
Okay.
In every
and
crevice.
it's in an open room.
Sure. Open room.
And my
Slathering.
friend
There's
is-
slathering that happens.
My friend is well endowed.
Okay. Okay.
So we have to get into mud baths next to each other,
Endowing.
naked.
Naked.
With that big titty hoe. Keep going.
And then
They floated
The bitch
on the
with
mud?
those big titties.
you have to like get in a shower and wash it all off. So then you're
I want to
like
go on this vacation next year.
Sounds
lifting
like a fantastic. Can we all invite him?
There's lifting. There's
Lifting
lifting
and
involved. You
shifting
gotta
and-
lift.
you gotta like spread things to
Well, yeah.
the mud gets everywhere.
You gotta lift.
Yeah.
Lift and
You gotta
separate.
lift and spread
You're
and
convincing me to go on this trip. Keep going.
then afterwards we go for our massage.
Well, sure. All
Matt?
massage, your
You're coming.
sensual
And we're in
massage.
separate rooms after we had been naked in a room in
Well, you've already
mud
been together.
together.
I mean,
Right.
it's just the same room at that point.
Without wrestling.
Mud.
Then we go into separate massage rooms,
Massage, please.
Massage.
and my masseuse was nice.
Okay,
He
Name
did a
was
very
Ben.
good job.
sure. Hello,
And
my name's
then-
Kenny. I'll be your masseuse.
Right. And then they bring us out and they put us in these like, it was almost, think of like a train that has
A train.
sleepers.
Next is the train
What bar are
component.
you at this point,
Everybody
KK?
facing the same direction.
Because maybe we needed to rest. I don't know. So they put us in these little sleeper.
Sleep pods, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
and we're the only
That's
two
normal.
people there.
Well,
and
the old
she's
people aren't doing
three
that.
sleepers down from me, and we're like lifting our heads out and talking to each other.
Sure. Big breasts
And-
poking out. Like, ooh.
I was like,
Nipple, 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 nipple. What's that going through your head as you're there? Why does it keep going into my head while I'm hanging out talking to you?
I would like to note that Tim had a dance for that ready. He did a little like Ted Bob dance. He was ready for it.
So in it.
Okay, all right. So
So-
you're there.
so we're talking.
She's
across
nipping
our,
out with
our
those big
sleeper
breasticles.
pods as
Sure,
we're
sleeper
resting after our
Sure.
massage.
Yeah.
And I was like, "So how was it?" And she's like, "She pulled my hair." And
Oh.
it hurt, and I didn't like it. And she's crying.
She's crying.
She's
crying
crying
after
from
her
her
massage.
massage.
Yeah. Huh.
That's terrible.
I don't like.
What's the happy note?
Oh,
What's
wait,
happy
what
ending
kind
on
of-
this one?
Oh, happy ending.
Ending.
The
What
happy
kind of
ending
foreplay are we
was
talking about here?
we went back to our hotel and she had to go to bed because she was too traumatized. So I went to Applebee's and got drunk.
Applebee's. Okay.
What's going on in her room?
You're in and you went to Applebee's.
What
There's
kind of hair pulling are we talking about? Like, did you get
Like
details?
I guess maybe they were massaging her head.
And she didn't say anything?
Like that was what I
They mas-
said.
They
I'm like, did
massaged
you
her
tell
hair.
them that they were pulling your hair?
like that.
Right.
Maybe it wasn't that hair.
Ooh.
Uh,
Hey now. She's a Renaissance
That's
woman,
part of the
huh?
Maybe
tummy
they were
massage?
getting the extra mud out of the
Yeah.
hair.
Mm.
McNew.
You have a question. I just got a question.
Kathy, what path have you
Put it
led
on
us down right now? Where have you led us?
Yeah.
You
Huh.
just like let the whole internet know that your friend has a bush, I think.
She's got a big old bush. Big old bush that has mud in it.
Last year, This was in 2000.
Was this in the 90s? Because it all checks out then.
It's normal.
I have to say, once it hit like 99, everything was gone. All of a
Right.
sudden,
Watch
gone.
The Sopranos. You'll know. They talk
I'm
about
going to
it.
say this was 2009.
Oh,
Yeah,
is that
they
too
were
late for
Behind
that.
the curve there.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
little
Maybe
bit
like
behind the trend.
That was a boomer.
It's like a tarantula down there. Yeah.
He doesn't listen. I'm not worried.
Huh.
Explore the
Yeah.
wilderness.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting. So she
Yeah,
got her
PSA.
vaginal hair pulled, and she was crying. So did
Like, I am
Yeah, so then I went to a bar and I got drunk on Applebee's martinis.
okay. Well, there you go.
Like
It
a-
all ends well.
Was the
I think.
apple teenies there?
You know, of all the wild massage stories I expected, this was not it. But it also does not disappoint.
No,
I had 2 massage stories.
two
tonight.
massage stories. Yeah.
like, also, I know that I am no better than a man because, like, you're describing your friend, and I'm just like, yes, big boobs. And then you run it with a whole bush, and I'm like, I was into
Run
it.
it.
Now I'm not. Better than a man.
Huh.
I just want everyone to miss me during December.
Yeah. Yeah. Kathy's taking December off from podcasting.
We spending
taking
some
a break.
time, some self-reflection.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is it for her for a while.
You know what? I'm training for the 10 bars in Key West.
That's
in-
bad.
No.
For training, you should be drinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
You don't.
you drink
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. You'll be falling down like McNew. Now we got to get a wagon for 2. We're gonna.
The wagon, we can cuddle in the wagon. It'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's
There
got
you
to figure that out. Somebody's taking care of us. We'll
Who's
be.
riding the barrel? Are we attaching a barrel to a wagon? You got to ride the barrel down the street too? Didn't we? Wasn't that going on as well?
I think
don't-
so. I think
Was
so.
that December 5th for Repeal Day?
We wanted to do
I
that.
thought there was a picture floating around of somebody riding a barrel and saying, "Yeah, that should be used for McNew for Key West." Maybe you said I'd ride the shit out
Oh,
of that
yes.
bitch.
Yes.
Yes.
There was a saddle on the barrel.
Oh,
at
yeah.
The barrel
Yes.
house.
Yeah, I could get in. I'm bringing a
And
hat.
it was on wheels. So
Yes.
Wheels.
It was portable, movable.
Yeah. There's no way McNew completes that. No way.
No,
No.
I believe in you, McNew.
Thank
I
you.
believe in you. You can
I'm
do
so-
it.
I am surprised.
She could drink 10 drinks. But she'll
no
drink
doubt in
2 or
that.
3.
So
At the first
every
bar, she'll
bar.
drink 3. Yeah, and then
I
3 at
could
the next one,
guarantee it
4
if
at
I
the
was
third
going to
one,
be
and then
there.
she's done.
But I'm not going to be there, unfortunately. It's not looking good. Otherwise, I would fucking carry her the rest of the way. We could
She's
guarantee.
not going to make it.
Here's
They
the-
won't make it.
Because, like, I'm famous for, like, oh, she has to have a handler who gets to babysit her today. No, I want to do it on my own. I'm going to figure
You
it out.
got this.
I'm gonna
I
figure it
believe in
out.
you, McNew. You can do this.
I don't believe in her. No,
it's
no way.
discipline, McNew. You have to have 1 drink at each bar.
But everybody else needs to hurry up because the thing is, I get fucking bored and I'm like, give me another drink.
That's
They're all
the thing.
that's what's going to
Yeah.
happen.
She
Well,
needs
then
someone
it's
to
2
That's how it
drinks
ends.
for the first 5 bars.
Right.
I gotta
Yeah.
like pace myself.
Everything with McNew's a sprint, and this is a marathon. So
No.
yeah.
Okay.
That's why she doesn't make it. So there
It's
you
just
go.
because McNew's
Exactly why I don't
functioning
make
on a
it.
higher level, and she gets bored with all of her bullshit, and so she just keeps drinking to deal with it.
Yeah.
So
Every
someone needs to keep McNew entertained, and then she will make it through the
That's-
entire thing.
if I'm constantly entertained, I can make it. If I get bored, then that's when I just go out.
As the person who has been the one holding McNew upright at an event before, I
You
can
know.
vouch that
You
it
know.
can be done.
Oh,
Someone
my
just
God,
needs
that's
to keep her attention so that she keeps normal pace.
Yeah.
that's the key.
Looking at the guest list, I see 1 possible McNew handler.
Who's handling me?
Pam Hoyle.
Pam Hoyle.
Oh,
yes.
no, he's so little. I'm just gonna topple because I like to lean on people, and I'm
Yeah,
just
she needs someone
Oh,
about twice that height.
that's not gonna
Pam
work out.
Hoyle is your handler.
No, I can't do that to her. No.
No, she's not going to be on it, by the way. So
Yeah.
He won't take no for an
Yeah.
answer.
Pam's
Well,
not coming on
Hold
the.
on. Well,
not
Pam,
on the bar crawl because Dave can't walk that long, So
Oh,
it's
well.
Right.
done the whole thing.
Oh
so
no!
Oh,
You have no
wait,
handlers.
Actually, no, this is good because
this is good.
maybe she can go and I can be her handler,
there you go.
and
Responsible.
then I'm entertained.
Yes. Then McNew has someone to be
Okay.
responsible for, and that is helping keeping her focus. So
Yeah.
this
Right.
could work.
If I don't have to be babysat. If I have someone to babysit,
Yes. Okay.
Be good.
So Pam, if you're listening to this right now, we are counting on you. We need you to go hard
It'd be
and to
drunker.
get shit-faced immediately so that McNew can focus on taking care of you. And then McNew can make it through. That Pam, you gotta do it for us.
And you know what? I think we could easily find a wagon that Pam would fit in.
Easier than
me. We can find anything. We could put her in a handbasket.
Actually, we could get a backpack. You know those backpacks they put kids in? I could get a backpack.
Get a backpack and just take her along with you.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Won't fit up front.
That's even better.
You have to put her on your back. Yeah.
That'll be good.
Yeah, she won't fit in the front. You have to put her on the back, though.
Obviously.
Obviously. There you go. There you go.
The listening audience, that big goblet that Kathy Cool was drinking is 90% gone.
That is nearly gone.
Now,
there it is.
It's gone, people.
It's gone.
Wow.
A goblet of bourbon.
We need a report back, Kathy, of how many ounces that was.
It's gotta be.
I'd work on that for you if I could remember it. So someone text me.
That's a 12 ounce.
Okay.
I think it's a 12 ounce goblet, I bet.
I think it might be 6.
I think it's 6.
No, 6 is a Glencairn. Is it bigger than a Glen, you think?
I think it's definitely bigger than a Glen. Absolutely. That's at least 8 ounces, if not more.
Yeah. 8. A regular Glen's 6 ounces. That's more than a Glen. I can see that. Right Yeah.
Is,
all right. Well, there you go. There's mailing it in for 12/12. So there it is. We did it. It took a couple interesting.
Do we even know what is it about 12/12 that we were mailing it in for?
12/12 is the day I vowed it.
Steve has to come up with unique ideas every single day, and he saw an opportunity to do a mail in.
Sometimes you just got to mail it in. 12/12. So yes, we'll say that's the answer. So yes,
I think it was because of your dad.
It was.
It's an honor to be on this show, Mr. Akeley.
My dad passed away on 12/12.
We know how special this day is. We haven't said it.
Yes.
But I'm going to end it on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and it does have a tie into not working. So it was when my dad passed away, I was getting phone calls, frantic phone calls, and I ignored them because my boss was not the type where you get up and leave a meeting. It'd be like, I got to take this phone call. I'd have got my ass reamed. So I stayed there, even though it was after hours. It was after 5 o'clock, but that's when he liked to do meetings. Let's meet at 5 o'clock, and just to to show that he owned you. So he'd set a meeting at 5, and you couldn't get up out of it. If I'd have got up, he'd have, and I didn't think it was my dad dying. I thought it was, hey, someone where are we going out to dinner tonight or something? So I ignored it, and that hurt me to my soul to know that my dad's dying, and I needed to go there, and I was too busy working, and I just vowed that one day I would never work again. So the rest of my corporate career, I took off on 12/12, didn't work 12/12, and try not to work now. And I thought the mailing it on 12/12 is just ties in with that. So that's the actual real story. So there you go.
And you've always made a special day and included everybody in it over the years as well, where we'd all post and have a drink and
Yep.
You've always made it a thing for a community, and that's special.
I had 8 ounces of a drink.
You did.
I feel like we need one more bottle pop on our honored to serve bottle here for Major Lawrence Akeley.
There you go. All right. There you go. And you got it that time. Yes. The first time you did that, you didn't stick the landing in that.
No, I held it like I messed it up. That was better.
That was good. That was worthy. So there you go. We're going to wrap it up on that note by talking about where people can find us. Katie, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me over on Instagram at KatieProof.
All right. KK.
You can find me on Instagram at KKCastStrength.
Tim.
Find me looking into these tummy massages, and on Instagram at SwyGuy2112, and on YouTube at our flagship.
That's still unbelievable to me. McNew, how about you?
I am Amazoning a backpack for Pam, and I am on Instagram at
Yes.
Huh. For McNew, that might be the balance she needs. Pam on her back, all McNew up front, and they're good to go.
Text Pam immediately.
Yeah.
Like
there you
Gandalf
All
with
of
Bilbo Baggins on her back.
back pain goes
her back
away.
pain's gone. She's finally set. She's found the balance she needs. Pam
She's
on her back.
found the yin to her yang.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. For me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Also, come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop. You never know what's going on there. We're always doing fun things. Of course, getting new picks in. As we finish up the year, we're still getting a bunch of barrel picks in. Got 20 scheduled the last 6 weeks of the year. So crazy stuff. So check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Happy
Bye.
December 12th.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.